You ever wonder why some people seem to unlock life like it's a cheat code, while the rest of us are stuck grinding with nothing to show for it? Let me tell you something that might sting. Rich people know things you don't. Not because they're smarter, not because they work harder, but because they were taught rules most people never hear. You want in? Then shut out the noise. We're going to talk about the money game, the real one. Not that TikTok hustle nonsense. Real strategy, real mindset, real moves. Let's go. Lesson 1. Money buys time, not stuff. Most people, they chase stuff. A nicer car, new shoes, the upgraded phone. You know what rich people chase? Time. Because time is the only thing you can't get back. They use money to buy freedom. Delegating, investing, building systems so they don't have to trade hours for dollars forever. Next time you're about to blow a paycheck on something shiny, ask yourself, does this give me more time or just more debt? Lesson 2. Income is a tool, not a trophy. You making 80K? 100K? Good for you. But if you're spending 95% of it to keep up appearances, you're still broke with better clothes. Rich people don't flex, they stack. They use income to build assets, rental properties, index funds, businesses. You want to win? Stop treating income like a scoreboard and start using it like a hammer to build something that lasts. Lesson 3. Leverage is everything. Here's a truth nobody teaches in school. Wealthy people don't just work, they multiply. They use leverage, other people's time, other people's money, other people's platforms. You're trying to do it all alone? That's why you're burnout and stuck. Leverage means being smart with the chess pieces, not just being the hardest working pawn on the board. Lesson 4. Poor people avoid risk. Rich people manage it. You've been taught to play it safe. Get the job, stay stable, don't rock the boat. But rich people, they're not reckless, but they're not afraid to take calculated risks. They know fear is expensive. Playing small is the most dangerous strategy of all because it guarantees you never level up. Want to grow? Start getting comfortable with discomfort. Lesson 5. They play long-term games. Rich people aren't playing for Friday. They're playing for 5 years from now. They plant seeds today that won't sprout for seasons, and that's why they harvest when others are starving. You quit too early. You jump from idea to idea. You want results tomorrow. That's not how wealth works. Patience pays, but only if you stay in the game. Lesson 6. Your circle is your ceiling. You think you're independent, huh? Self-made? No. Cool story. But here's the truth. Your income, your habits, your mindset, it's all shaped by your 5 closest people. Rich people pay to be in the right rooms. They buy into networks, mentors, communities. You keep hanging with people who complain about gas prices, and guess what? You'll stay broke together. Upgrade your circle or stay stuck. Lesson 7. They know the tax game. Let's talk real. The biggest expense in your life ain't your rent. It's taxes. The rich? They don't evade taxes. They learn how to legally avoid overpaying. Through corporations, investments, write-offs, tax-advantaged accounts. Meanwhile, you're paying 30% off the top while they pay less on way more. Learn the rules or keep bleeding money in silence. Lesson 8. Wealth is quiet, broke is loud. You ever notice who's the loudest in the room? Flashiest on Instagram? usually the ones with the least in their savings account. Wealth whispers. It doesn't need to prove itself. Rich people move in silence, build in silence, and show receipts, not noise. Let your money speak for itself. Until then, stay humble, stay building. Lesson 9. They own, not rent. In every sense, ownership is the game. Not just real estate, though yeah, that too, but ownership of your time, your decisions, your income sources. They don't rent their life to a boss or a trend or a paycheck. They own it. Start small, launch something, learn a skill that pays. Buy equity, not just things. Lesson 10. Scarcity is a mindset. So is abundance. Most people live in survival mode. Always anxious, always reactive. There's never enough. But wealth starts in the mind. Rich people train themselves to think in abundance. Opportunities, collaboration, expansion. That mindset unlocks everything else. You want to change your money? Start by changing your mind. Lesson 11. Most millionaires look broke on purpose. Here's something they don't tell you on TikTok. Most real millionaires aren't flashing it. They're not leasing Lambos or wearing Gucci to brunch. They're in hoodies, driving used cars, living in average homes. Because they know wealth isn't about status, it's about control. They let their money work instead of spending it to impress strangers. Stop trying to look rich. Start stacking your net worth in silence. Lesson 12. Your 20s are a cheat code. If you use them right. Let me hit you with some math. If you invest $300 per month, starting at age 22 and stop at 30, you'll have more at retirement than someone who starts investing $300 per month at 30 and keeps going until they're 60. Why? Compound interest. The earlier you start, the more time does the heavy lifting. Your 20s aren't just for finding yourself. They're for setting yourself up. Live below your means now so you can live way above them later. Lesson 13. Multiple streams, multiple shields. One income is too close to zero. You need backup plans, a side hustle, investments, freelancing. Whatever it is, get something else flowing. The rich don't rely on one source. They build a portfolio of income. You lose a job? You're good. Market dips? You've got options. That's financial security. Don't wait for disaster to build your lifeboat. Lesson 14. The rich invest in what they understand. You don't need to be a genius to build wealth, but you do need to be curious. Rich people invest in what they study. They don't throw money into crypto because it's trending. They research, they ask questions, they learn before they leap. If you don't understand it, don't invest in it. Build your knowledge base. Watch how fast your confidence and your bank balance starts growing. Lesson 15. Leverage skills, not just time. Look, there's a ceiling on how many hours you can work, but there's no ceiling on how valuable your skills can become. Rich people constantly upgrade their skills. Communication, sales, tech, leadership, investing. Those open doors to higher income, bigger deals, and better opportunities. Working hard is good, but working smart and leveling up constantly, that's what separates wealthy from stuck. Lesson 16. Rich people don't save to save. They save to invest. Saving money is important, but saving alone won't make you rich. Inflation eats it, life taxes it. The rich save with a purpose, to invest it into something that multiplies. real estate, index funds, business ideas, education that leads to more income. A savings account is a pit stop, not a parking lot. Don't let your money sit there getting weaker. Put it to work. Lesson 17. They treat time like the real currency. Here's a killer mindset shift. Time is more valuable than money. You can always make more money. You can't make more time. That's why the rich outsource, automate, and systematize. Not because they're lazy, but because they value every hour like it's gold. Audit your day. How much of it is wasted on stuff that doesn't build your future? Protect your time like it's your most precious asset, because it is. Lesson 18. If you can't manage $100, you won't handle $100,000. Let's be real. Money doesn't change your habits. It exposes them. If you can't budget, save, or invest with a little, you won't magically figure it out with a lot. The same bad choices just get more expensive. You've got to build financial discipline now. Track your spending, create a budget, learn delayed gratification. That's the stuff that prepares you for when your bag does get bigger. Because without those skills, a bigger income just means a faster crash. Lesson 19. They know when to say no. Opportunities, events, deals. Saying yes to everything will wreck you. The rich are ruthless with their focus. If it doesn't align with their goals, they pass, even if it looks cool. Even if it pays a little. Learn to say no to good so you can say yes to great. Protect your energy, your attention, and your direction. Discipline isn't just about doing more. It's about doing less, better. Lesson 20. Wealth isn't about luck. It's about leverage. Luck might get your foot in the door, but leverage keeps you in the room. Rich people leverage everything: knowledge, networks, money, time, systems. They build once and get paid forever. They know how to turn one move into multiple outcomes. Start thinking about leverage. How can one effort create multiple results? That's how empires are built. Look, this world doesn't hand out financial literacy, especially not to young people, especially not if you didn't grow up around money. But that doesn't mean you're stuck. You've got access now: knowledge, tools, time. So don't wait for permission. Don't wait to feel ready. And definitely don't wait until you're desperate. Start today. Read one chapter. Make one budget. Watch one finance video. Invest $10. Do something. Because once you learn this game, everything changes. No more guessing, no more hoping. You'll be the one who gets it. And when your future self looks back, they'll thank you for getting serious today. Let's get to it.